Welcome to the Build with Boundaries podcast. My name is Manaz, and this podcast is for mums who want to carve out time so that you can work in ways that work for you, your life, your family, and of course, your business. Together, we will discover why you are not prioritizing your business and the actions that you can take so you can live an intentional, productive, and fulfilled life without mum guilt. So let's dive in to today's episode. Welcome to episode 47, Building a Supportive Network, Collaboration and Connection. There are so many benefits when we engage with like-minded business owners. So if we are mums in business and we connect with others who have a similar kind of passion and drive, that can be so powerful. Knowing that you're not alone in your journey, and even lots of other things that can come out of having that connection, they're only possible if we first start to look at creating that network. So let's firstly talk about the importance of having a supportive network. We can have fellow mumpreneurs who understand the challenges that we face. They possibly have very similar, if not the same, challenges and issues and things coming up. Things like often having to reprioritize their work, feel like they need to be flexible with their family care, flexible with their children. And it's the power of being in that network can only be realized when you are part of a tribe. There are so many things that can be supportive here. It can be the emotional challenges, it can be advice, it can sometimes just be listening to their experiences and being able to share and feeling like you are not alone, you are not isolated in your thoughts or feelings or the things that are going on for you. And that can be very helpful because once we know that we're not alone, it does take the pressure off. It's like letting off some steam and feeling like it's not just me who's dealing with this. And that in itself can be helpful because there might be some kind of blame going on, which subconsciously we may be doing this, thinking that we are in the wrong or we're not doing something right. And I think it's helpful when others share their thoughts, their feelings, their experiences, and being able to connect at a deep level because of that. Now, it's important to always be continuing to do something to create that network. And one of the ways that many people will be looking at growing that is networking. And networking might feel like it's a difficult task. It's very hard to take time away from your day and spend it on networking. But I think, again, if we take time to think what actions we can do based on what's going on for us and where we are, there might be some kind of local things that would be helpful. But if you're not looking at networking as a kind of strategy to even help you in your business, then you're probably not going to notice that there are networking events going on around you. Now, in-person events are not for everybody, and I completely get that because it does depend on where you are, how far the networking event is from you, maybe how frequently you would need to go to this to make it helpful and valuable for you. And also the timings of the events, because let's not forget, if you have to go somewhere to network, there is that before and after time, there's the travel time, and it does cut time away from your working routine. So if you're able to do something that doesn't feel too difficult for you to, perhaps it's once a month or something, then maybe that's something you would look at. However, that is not the only option. And even though it might feel like this is a difficult way to do it, and doing online networking is difficult and hard, we can reframe that and look at it as an opportunity, because the fact that we get to go online means that we are not bound by physical boundaries and geography. And The location does not have to dictate who comes to the online event. Now, there are lots and lots of online opportunities for you to connect with people. And if you haven't already, then you can check out places like FSB, the Federation of Small Business. They are continuously have, and FSB have free networking events all over the UK. And because they're free, you don't have that pressure of feeling like if you can't attend one, then you're not really doing things properly. And also, they're based on geographical areas in the UK. However, they do welcome anybody to join from anywhere. So that's an even bigger bonus, because with the fact that we have online spaces to use, we can just hop onto Zoom and we are literally done in an hour. 60 minutes is all it takes. And you can be doing something before that, and you can be doing some of your own work after that as well. So it's always important to think about the strategies that would help you to build and grow those connections. And it could be even things like social media. Social media is a social platform, right? But how many of us actually use it in the way that we're trying to be social? Yes, you can put a post out, but what else can you do? People that you're following and connecting with, perhaps engaging more in their posts, perhaps actually contacting them and speaking to them, taking the conversation off social media and connecting with somebody is valuable. And it could just be that this is a first point of contact, but it doesn't have to be that this is the only way we speak to people. So we can use lots of things that are available to us at our fingertips almost, because it's on our mobile phone and we're carrying that around everywhere. We can use these tools in the way that it suits us. So we don't need to have them controlling us, but in fact, if we control how we use them, that is so much more beneficial. So yeah, I hope that's helped you see that there are different ways to connect, and there might be things that you're doing, maybe you're not doing enough of them, maybe you're not doing them regularly. And I think I'd like to just touch on when you do develop those relationships with people, because at the end of the day, that is what connection builds, right? We say hello, we might hop onto a Zoom, we might chat to people and actually speak to them rather than messaging them. Then there's also opportunities for collaborations. You might become aware of things that you could do together with somebody who you resonate with, who resonates with you, and you've formed a connection in a different way. And those collaborations are simply not possible if we don't first start with having a network, growing that network, and actually following through with trying to create relationships and nurturing those relationships, and without any expectation or any judgment at all, because we don't need to just contact people when we think they need our help or when we want to sell to them, because that's not effectively building your network. Your network is about just supporting each other without any of those, and you will find that you will be growing a community in some shape or form, a support network around you that is most beneficial for you, and it will help you, it will inspire you, it will help you to celebrate things that are happening for other people too. And that's powerful in itself as well, because we get to see what other people are doing. And when we get to see what other people are doing and we see that they've had some wins, even if they're small wins, we can be happy for them. Seeing somebody else who's in the same position as us, then succeeding in something that they've put in their heart and soul into is amazing. And just even sitting on the sideline and watching them can have a huge impact on us. And I think this is something that we don't often acknowledge enough. But when you start doing this, you will see that what that's doing is it's building almost like a subconscious level. It's building an awareness that things are possible and things are positive and things are happening around you. We might not be feeling it ourselves. And if we need to feel it, then that is really important. So I would encourage you, if you're feeling a little bit doubtful of what you can do and where your business is going, then if you go back to episode number 7, Borrow My Belief, that was a very short episode. I think it's about 7 minutes long. And I think that would be helpful for you, because we need to sometimes develop that courage and we don't feel like we can. So there's that resistance there. And that episode will be helpful for you. So that's what I want to share with you this week. And if you are looking at growing your business in a way that feels more aligned to you, and it feels like you have that support network and tribe, community of mums who get you, who have been there or are there exactly where you are, then do check out the Build with Boundaries Academy. There's been some amazing wins in the Academy, and it's such a supportive place for you to build your business with boundaries. So do check that out. And if you are not sure whether it's right for you, feel free to book a call in, because I'd be more than happy to discuss that with you. So I will let you get back to your day. And if you're feeling overwhelmed with all the things that you have to do, especially now we're in September, and I know children are back to school pretty much everywhere, then I have a free weekly action plan that can help you to break away from that overwhelm and make progress on the things that you want in under 30 minutes. So it's really powerful when we take action on things that are helpful for us. So I've put this together especially for business mums like you who are listening to this podcast. So the link will be in the description. So take care, and until next time.